The largest screening of original animation in Ukraine, 250 films from 40 countries all over the world, international and national competitions, experimental and erotic animation, video art and Dutch black comedy, a female program and much more. All this you can see at the Linoleum International Animation Festival and in this episode of Pro Art. Animation has a bright future. Here's a question. What are you focusing attention on? I'm guided by my own feelings. I'm comfortable working with this team. I jokingly call this a children's psychological thriller. This was organized so people could see it on a big screen. Although it's a difficult path, in the end we managed to create some incredible stories. Linoleum is a popular international animation festival in Ukraine. Every year it brings together representatives of the animation industry from all around the world, and it promotes cultural exchange, development and popularization of animation. Regardless of the awards, the contestants believe that participation in the festival is a great achievement. This year we have first of all moved to a cinema for the first time. Usually we use the same location for the entire festival. There we would hold lectures and masterclasses and also conduct screenings of all the programs. But since the festival is rapidly growing and developing, we're already too large to fit into one location. First of all, the festival is about people. It is about meeting new people, and this is always a fantastic platform for creating all kinds of new and different creative projects. When creative people gather in one room, magic happens. This is a good opportunity to show ourselves. Some additional goal appears to actually create something cool. Firstly, some people are not from our usual environment, who can watch and give some feedback. It's a competition. This is why it's interesting how you look in comparison to others. When the festival board selects a film, this already is some kind of recognition. This is cool. Modern animation has a long time ago transcended the limits of just a fun and entertaining children's cartoon. It has the power to work with complex philosophical things and deeply dramatic plots that have a strong impact on human emotions. Of course, we have some funny animations here. However, animation actually is such a language that is capable of conveying highly complex things. It can convey an internal state of a person, which is quite difficult to show in live action. You can show it emotionally, but animation can directly get into your soul and show things from inside. It can also be used for raising all sorts of important political, controversial, social issues. Animation is a universal tool for any type of communication. This is why people from various industries and genres started turning to it more and more, often for all sorts of projects, from serious documentary films to fiction and horror films, and even from commercials of highly popular product brand names to experimental video art. Every year, Linoleum gets updated with a wide variety of programs. The 6th festival is no exception. But at its core are the traditional areas, such as experimental or commercial animation. And of course, in all nominations, the festival's participants sought to present their best works for the competition. We also try our best to show something new in the festival every year. We will present a Dutch black humor program and a documentary animation program as well. This year, the competition's program included works by both seasoned animators and authors just starting their artistic careers. Viewers had a chance to see more than 250 films from all over the world. The range of their subjects was just as vast and diverse as life itself. In the end, everyone has a personal choice, whether to smile and laugh or intensely look for some deeper meaning, but it is practically impossible to stay indifferent and unaffected. Ukrainian animation creators' participation in international film competitions is an integral part of the creative profession. In addition, an animation festival such as Linoleum in Kyiv provides a unique opportunity to present their works and gain experience while staying in their own native country. I participate in festivals quite often. This year, my most extravagant festival was the Odessa Film Festival. This was the second time that I participate in Linoleum. Last year, I took part in the festival with my film titled Topical. Animators are mostly people who are somewhat introverted, in my opinion, but eventually the moment comes where they need to share new ideas and show off their own works to the public. Generally speaking, I think that it is very interesting to see your work not just on a small display, but on a big screen. I studied animation under Sergei Melnichenko at the Chervony Sobaka Film Studio. Then I had on-the-job training, after which I got practice working on a film titled A Wonderful Monster. This is my first time participating in a competition at Linoleum. I have no ambitions of winning yet, because there are many strong contestants here already. This is my first film, and of course, I understand that it has certain deficiencies, but there is always room for growth and improvement. Yes, we selected only 8 works. Last year, there were more of them. The Ukrainian works are improving in quality every year. But then again, hard work must be done to make them more competitive with one another. 90 works took part in the national competition. Among those that passed the selection process and became one of the 8 festival nominees, you can find both experienced masters and very young directors. But even those who are still learning the ropes of this profession demonstrated not only their love for animation, but also a distinctive talent. We want to show without doubt that Ukrainian animation has reached this sufficiently high level. And this was proven by Mikita Lyskov's film Deep Love.
And
I honestly believe that now this will give a very big impetus to receive more funding for the production of animated films in Ukraine. Our film, The Court, has already taken part in 2 festivals. The national premiere was held at the renowned Molodist Festival in Ukraine. Each year, Linoleum forms a topic that expresses the festival's concept and provides certain guidelines for its participants. The current festival's theme, Points of Contact, is aimed at reducing the distance between people in order to help them find a common language, Anastasia Verlinska emphasized. I think that points of contact is such a universal topic that in fact it can be applied to all films to a certain extent. The festival's organizers found their own points of contact. The official poster for Linoleum was developed by the independent Swedish artist Gustav Holtinas. He focused on 5 styles that represent various animation techniques and which most often appear in the contest selection. Last year, Gustav Holtinas took part in our competition program, and I invited him to create our visualization for this year. The history of animation is like some sort of technical evolution example. From painstaking manual labor to computer-generated tricks, the Linoleum Festival is of course dominated by today's most popular technique, computer graphics. However, complex films were also present there in order to please the fanatics of so-called stop-motion animation. Mainly, we have everything in 2D, but with computer animation. We also have manual animation, which is used as well. Yes, of course, it is rarely used, because stop-motion animation is the most complex animation technique, in which you have to move this doll every millimeter and every single time, and sometimes 10 dolls at the same time. This is traditional, classic animation in which you draw every single frame. For example, in animation we usually see 12 or 24 frames that change in a matter of 1 second. I have 12 such frames in my movie, and all these 12 frames I drew by hand on my computer. Recently, it has become possible to create very good works practically all by yourself, with just a laptop for help. You simply need to buy a high-quality computer and just have a really strong desire. I'm a translator by trade, really. I haven't learned from anyone, I just really wanted to do this. Two minutes are more than enough to present an idea like this one, and in addition, I want it to be concentrated, so as to leave some positive impressions of the film. The Ladies First program, which has already become traditional for the festival, tried to answer the question, what is like to be a woman? Short films viewed the world from a female perspective. A selection of sincere stories culminated in a unique animation that was created by 25 female animators that were constantly working together. Commercial animation is one of the 3 contest programs, usually consisting of music videos and adverts created with animations. On the big screen of the Jovten cinema, viewers saw works made in a wide range of countries, from Europe to Japan, and of course in Ukraine. What inspires and which topics excite modern creators of animation? Judging by the works presented in various nominations, animation, just like all other genres of film, is based on real-life situations. I film what I want and film it the way I want. The goal is to create for myself and then show it off at film festivals, because I love them. I am only guided by my own feelings. Each of my works is a work on myself and on one of my own internal topics that I'm excited about. There is no single source of inspiration. Always, in any work of art, there is a lot of small adoptions combined into one work. Of course, everything I invent now and write in my scenario comes from my personal experiences in life. It has already become a tradition that the festival in Ukraine attracts a large number of young animators from various countries. This trend can be explained by the fact that there is a growing demand for animation in various areas of modern life. Therefore, this form of art has a bright and wonderful future. Of course, animation has a future. There will be more of it, and it will become even more diverse, because really everything around us has become animation already. Games, smartphone applications are also animation. Even when you walk down the street, you can see everything light up and move. Nowadays, animation is used absolutely everywhere, in commercials and for certain scientific tasks. In short, this art won't die out. And now it's also up to our Ukrainian animators.